Hi, my friends, and welcome back to the Book of Jenna. I am Jenna, and I am your host. And if you've been following along my journey, this is going to be podcast number eight, nine, I believe. So I'm not halfway yet, but I'm still just chugging along. And this one I wanted to do kind of a different style than I have been doing because I don't know, it sounded like a good idea to me. So I'm going to try it and we're just going to see what you guys think, how I feel, and then we'll go from there. So, this one is more just honest, raw thoughts. Thoughts that I struggle with daily, thoughts that I think a lot of other people struggle with daily. And so I just really wanted to express them so that maybe you don't feel so alone. So, if you know me, I am a holistic hairstylist. I work with organic color, which is supposed to be safer and healthier for us and our clients. And I have noticed that it is healthier for my clients and myself. I don't get headaches a lot. My clients' scalps don't itch, which is a wonderful thing. And the ingredients that we use are mostly, I would say they're all organic, but this leads me to my other feeling. How do we know, you guys? Like, obviously, I know that my client scalps aren't irritated, but like, how do we know? I have honestly been struggling with this a lot lately. And it could be because I work in this realm where people are very in tune and aware of what's going on in the world. They're very aware of chemtrails. They're very aware of food poisoning, like chemicals and stuff like that in reference to food poisoning. And they're very aware of a lot of things that I would not have even thought of. And because of that, I have noticed that it is almost all consuming sometimes. And I'm unsure if anybody else feels like this. So I genuinely am struggling with being healthier and more aware of what's in everything. But on that journey, it's very overwhelming because if you have done any research at all, you realize that it's literally everywhere and everything. People are talking about bioorganic food, but then you go and research organic food, and people are telling you that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because if the organic farm is next to a regular farm, all of those pesticides are blowing over to the organic farm. Not only that, but people get on there and they're saying, well, organic farms are sometimes worse than regular. And it gets to be like, okay, so what do we do? One, organic food is obviously more expensive, right? And so I just don't know. I am like at such a loss. This is so overwhelming for me. And I know that I cannot be the only one. I mean, we're talking people are talking about aluminum. Don't drink out of aluminum cans. It's bad for you. Don't wear polyester. It's bad for you. Don't buy anything other than grass-fed because it's not real meat. Don't Make sure you don't have, you know, synthetic sheets. You want to have cotton sheets. Don't. And I don't know about you guys, but it is so overwhelming. And honestly, it's almost worse than just keeping my head in the sand and pretending like everything is fine. Quite frankly, that's how I feel, right? Like, what is even the point? Because at this point, everyone makes it out to be that everything is bad. And I don't know if any of you can relate to this because I just feel like a crazy person sometimes. Well, there are things that I really do try hard to limit or get rid of altogether. Red dyes or any kind of dyes being one of them. I really am not in the business of buying things that have dyes in it. And I'm really trying not to buy things that start with high fructose corn syrup or that even have high fructose corn syrup in it. I figure like those, if I'm going to go hard, those are the two that I'm going to go hard on. But like, you guys, it's in everything. Everything is bad. The clothes I'm wearing right now, trash. I should throw them away, according to, I don't know, a lot of people that are in my bubble right now. And it's very overwhelming. So, like, my question is for you guys, how are you guys surviving? Like, how are you managing this without going broke? Because no one has an unlimited source of income. I shouldn't say no one. That's a limiting belief. You know what? I'm not in a position to have an unlimited source of income for these areas in my life. And people that have that unlimited source of income for those areas in their life, apparently I'm peanut butter and jelly, okay? Because it would alleviate so much heartache. And I will get there one day, but even when you get there, how do you know people are telling the truth? Like, honestly, call me a skeptic, call me someone who doesn't trust people. I don't care what you call me. That's how I feel. How do I know that you fed your animal grass fed? How do I know? How do I know that this is 100% cotton? How do I know? I just have to trust the label, right? But how do we know that the labels are telling the truth? And maybe I am way skeptic, or maybe I have seen a few things. Either way, I'm sure some of you are like, Jenna, it's not that serious. And it probably isn't. It probably isn't even this serious. But when you have people sitting in your chair saying things like, well, you know what free range means, right? It means that there's a pasture. It doesn't mean that they can roam. It just means that they've provided them a pasture. And I'm like, okay, so then I can't buy free range chicken anymore because it's bad. So what do you buy? What do you buy? And like, yes, I think honestly, probably the best option would be to go to a farm, but like, I don't have room to store half a cow right now, you guys. I don't know many people that do. Maybe that's because I need to know more people. But legit, I don't know. And so, like, that's one place where I am really like, what do you do? And I've been really marinating on this for the last probably 2 months because I did get hyper focused on it and I was a little stressed out, like just stressed out at even thinking about it. And then people wonder why moms are like burnt out and overdone and needing breaks because we're sitting here thinking about all the bad things that we are giving our family because we just don't know any better. Or once we find out that they're bad, now we're like, how do we fix this? And can we even fix it? That's my other thing is like, can we do anything besides grow our own vegetables? You guys, I'm not doing that. Like, I would love to. It would bring me so much joy, but I don't know if it would because I don't really enjoy it. I would enjoy the fruits of my labor, but I'm unsure if I enjoy my labor, if you know what I mean. And so I don't know. This has been on my heart. And like, I've really been trying to just marinate in you're doing enough. You're doing enough. Whatever you're doing is enough in this arena because honestly, the more you dig into it, the worse it is. Like LED bulbs, they're terrible for you, but incandescent bulbs are not easily found, honestly. I went to Target the other day looking for some incandescent antique ones. Nothing. They had LED only. That's it. That's all they had. LED. And so it's one of those things like sometimes it's just not feasible because it's not available. Um, so then my next question is for you guys, what are your hard no's? Like what is your hard like we aren't doing XYZ? Um, I told you mine. Dyes and high fructose corn syrup. Really, I try to avoid it. I try to avoid it, but I am human. I try to avoid a lot of sugars. I do have them still, but I try not to consume them daily, and I try not to consume them in large amounts. Because I don't know if you know, but everybody says that the flu you get between Thanksgiving, well, Halloween and New Year's is a sugar flu. Do I know if that's true? I don't, but I need to stay off of social media because clearly my algorithm on Instagram is gloom and doom holistic stuff. Because it's all I'm absorbing all day. And so it always feels like I'm never doing enough. I'm not doing enough because there's more dangers out there. But like, you know what I see and you know what I notice is people who are not in this arena enjoying their fucking lives because they're unaware. Ignorance is bliss. I don't care what you say, it is. Um Because sometimes knowing is more stressful than just living, right? And I honestly really love to know things. Like that is my thing. Um, if you follow human design at all, I'm a 5-1. And so I am literally like the knower, guys. I could do all the research in the world and never know enough. And one thing I love about my phone is that I can literally research anything I want to know. Any rabbit hole I desire an answer to, I can go down. However, I also really dislike my phone because any rabbit hole I can go down, I can. And sometimes too much knowledge is really not a good thing. And that's how I feel right now in this situation. Like, I know all of these things, but it doesn't matter almost what you do. It's more, and I feel like this, it's more like your attitude around what you're doing, right? So, for instance, we read these headlines that say 105-year-old woman asked her what her secret was as she drank and smoked every day of her life for the last 70 years. And you're like, what the hell? My doctor told me if I do X, Y, and Z, I'm doomed. But these people don't think what they're doing is bad for them. It has to be because they're telling their body, like, this is good, we're fine, everything's cool. I don't feed into all that BS. At least that's the only thing I can think of, right? So I've been trying to channel that into what I am okay with doing now. Like, you know what? My clothes are not going to give me cancer. They're not going to ruin my energy. And I just decide that because if I don't, I consent to the doom and gloom of, well, if you wear anything other than organic cotton, you're screwed. What? How is that like how is that what we're telling ourselves? And maybe we're not. Maybe it's just me. So if it's just me, let me know. Um and then how far is too far, right? Like this is kind of where I'm at. How far is too far? Like how far am I willing to stress myself out in order to make sure I'm doing all the right things in this arena. And honestly, guys, I've gotten to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm not willing to stress myself out. I will eat certain foods because they feel good and my body enjoys them. I don't eat gluten because my body does not enjoy it. I don't like it when my fingers swell. That doesn't feel good to me, so I don't do it. But that's my body's way of telling me this isn't okay. And I think like that is more the trajectory I want to go down is does this feel good to me? When I do this, does it feel good? When I do this, does the outcome outweigh um the not doing it, right? Like pre-workout. You guys, I love pre-workout. I love it. I have done coffee quite a few times and I'm cool with it. It's fine. But there is something about the magic of drinking that pre-workout before I go to the gym that I like. And I'm not going to stop drinking my pre-workout. I'm just not. I stopped drinking energy drinks. I quit drinking those because I can drink coffee and it's cheaper and I know everything that's going into my coffee. And quite frankly, I can have more cups. Energy drinks are like one can, it's 200 milligrams of caffeine. I can have 4 cups of coffee. and just be barely over 200 milligrams. And that I'm cool with because I got 4 cups. So like that is something I'm just not willing to give up my pre-workout. And I'm sure it's terrible for me, but I've decided it's not. And so that's where I'm going to live. Um, Same thing for like, I don't even know. I'm trying to think of something else that I do that I'm like, it's probably not the best. But I don't know. I really tried to switch a lot of things. Like I don't use vegetable oil. I don't use canola oil. We use avocado or olive or coconut. Um, we've eliminated a lot of fragrance because also fragrance is really it's an endocrine disruptor, and I feel like my skin is my biggest organ, and if I'm going to be smart about this, I should probably cool it on the fragrance stuff. So we use unscented laundry soap. But if you do wear smells like cologne and stuff, if you use unscented, at least the smell that you're smelling all the time is your cologne. I would rather much smell your cologne than like your cologne, your body lotion, and your laundry soap. I don't care, but I'm just saying, like, I would like to smell your cologne or your perfume, right? Like, that is just me. If that's not you, do you. I could care less. Doesn't hurt my feelings. So we're trying to like do small things that are manageable without stressing anybody out to live a more holistic life without stressing myself out. So, some of the things that we do, I make bone broth every week, you guys. I started it a couple weeks ago because bone broth in the store is expensive. It was like $2.30 for a can, and I can get some beef bones for $10, you guys, and like a stalk of celery and some garlic and throw it in the burner, the pot for a couple like 8 hours, and I can have that instead. Um it's the same goodness, maybe even better because you've got less like filler type stuff. I have noticed like maltodextrin is in a lot of the bone broths, and that can cause stomach issues. And so I just choose to make it myself because sometimes my stomach is sensitive to it. Now, is my stomach sensitive to it because it knows it's in there, or is my stomach really sensitive to it? I can't tell you that answer. Um, but I do enjoy our homemade bone broth way more than I enjoy our store bought. And if you do make your own bone broth, or if you don't and you would like to, it's really easy. Go get some beef marrow bones, roast them for 30 minutes in the oven, pop them into your stock pot with, I just fill up the water to the top. Really, I don't even measure. I chop up a leek. I put the leek in there. I put some celery in there. I do some garlic. I like to put turmeric and pepper in it as well. You boil it and then you simmer it for 8 hours, and then you measure it out into your mason jars, and what bam, bone broth. Super simple, super easy, but super effective. And bone broth is so good for you in so many ways. If you have been having some hair issues or some skin issues or some nail issues, bone broth has great collagen for it. It's great for your gut health. It's very, especially this time of year, if you're up north, it's really good for your immunity. So those are wonderful things, and it's so simple. You can make it at home, and you don't have to go to the grocery store, and you can feel good about yourself because you didn't go to the grocery store. Another thing that I'm doing is I do make sourdough pancakes for the week. I make them, I freeze them, and then we always have a simple breakfast in the morning. Now, we do use regular maple syrup, so nothing crazy. I told you guys about the laundry soap. One thing I think that has been one of the most thought provoking things that I have seen is it's not necessarily fewer calories that you need to look for, it's fewer ingredients. So I'm just trying to make things that do have fewer ingredients, or things that have that I can make at home from scratch. And I know that's not for everybody, and that's fine. Find you a farm stand, support a local small business. Usually they're moms that bake out of the kitchen. You know what I mean? They're just trying to do something small for their family. So I would definitely recommend checking out your farm stand if you're not a baker, but you enjoy your sourdough bread or whatever it is, right? Um, we limit eating out a lot because there's a lot of hidden ingredients in that. And honestly, I think things taste better at home. I'd rather eat at home and spend $60 on a meal than go out, spend $60 on a meal and it not be what I wanted. And that happens more and more now than that I've noticed. Maybe you haven't, but that's something that I have noticed. And then like I said, I did quit my energy drink habit. Adam did as well. And so coffee's really been our go-to, and we've been enjoying trying new local coffee shops and supporting local and trying local coffee brands. If you are local to Sarasota, Bradenton, Lakewood Ranch area, I would highly suggest going to Detweiler's. They have great local coffee, but Publix has a great local coffee. Um, Usually it's on their end cap. My favorite one is the s'mores. It's just, ugh, it's magic in a cup, you guys. I highly recommend. I can't even remember the name of it, but it's got like skeletons on the front. It's really good. I promise. Publix got you. Um, and then what I'm not trying to worry about, right? Things that I'm just not trying to let myself struggle with is clothing. I'm gonna wear my Nike clothes. I just am. I'm gonna wear my Lululemon. Maybe not as often, but I am. I'm gonna wear my sports bras. I really enjoy these things, and until I find something that I enjoy just as much that is a healthier option, I'm not gonna stress this out because to me, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. And I'm tired of stressing things, you guys. I don't know if you feel this way, but I really just feel like I am so tired of being stressed out about shit that I really have no control over. I can't control the food. I just can't. I can't control the clothing. I can control some of it, right? Like I can control what I buy, but I've got like 25,000 other things in my head. This is just, I can't let this be a priority. It's going to sink me. So if you feel this way, don't let it be a priority. It will sink you. Just do your best. Um, I'm drinks when we go out. So like gas station drinks, like that is one of our favorite things to do is go to the gas station and get drinks and then go on about our day and go do on whatever adventures we're going on, right? And so I'm trying not to stress those out, but I am also trying to use those gas station drinks and fill them with local business drinks, whether it's going to a coffee shop, whether it's going to a smoothie shop, whether it's going to something, something small business like that. Um, Pre-workout, I already told y'all I'm not giving that up. I'm just not. I've tried a couple of the quote unquote clean ones, but I didn't. Are they? Are they? If they have sucralose in it, is it clean? I just don't think so. But I'm not going to stop drinking them. Like if that's my one crap thing a day, that's my one crap thing a day. Bluetooth headphones, y'all. People say don't be using them. Don't be using Bluetooth because it's bad and the radiation and all of this stuff. And I'm just kind of like, yeah, okay, you're not going to use your Bluetooth headphones, but you're going to carry your phone around in your pocket all day. You're not going to use your Bluetooth headphones, but 5G towers are everywhere. You're not going to use you see where I'm going with this. You're not going to use your Bluetooth headphones, but there's like 12 other things that are out there that are plaguing you. Um and I just don't know, you guys. I just don't know. I just don't know. So I guess my big question in all of this, does organic truly matter? I don't know that answer. Um I don't know if it matters. I don't know if it makes a difference. I don't I don't think I could answer that for any one person but myself. Because does it matter to you? Does organic matter to you? And if the answer is yes, then that's all that matters. For me, I appreciate organic. I appreciate the organic hair color that I use because Redken, Matrix, a couple others have lawsuits out against causing cancer. And as hairstylists, we are doing this day in and day out on multiple clients, and some of us are not wearing gloves. And I was super guilty of this, not gonna lie. But since those lawsuits and the findings have come out, I've realized that I at least need to give myself one more layer of protection when it comes to working with the chemicals, the color, the bleach, things like that, because again, your skin is your biggest organ and everything seeps through there. Um, but I think like you have to not stress this out. Really, by you, I mean me. Okay. I'm not going to stress this anymore. I'm not going to allow it to consume my thoughts like it has. And I'm not going to make myself feel bad for not doing what my bubble says that I should do, right? Like, not, I do like to wear perfume once in a while. I do. I like to smell good. People like that. Yes, I understand it's an endocrine disruptor, but like I said, the 5G towers outside. There's like, I could give myself 12 other things that I'm going to encounter today that are going to affect me. Um, and so I want to encourage you, do the best you can. If this is something that is on your heart and you feel so passionately about it that it doesn't matter what it costs, it doesn't matter what it takes, you're going to do everything correct. I am so freaking proud of you. You literally are my hero because I am uncertain I am at a place to do that right now. But I think that people who are very aware, it's a beautiful thing. And if it works for you, keep doing it. But if you are stressing yourself out, please chill. No matter what, you are doing your best. You are making a difference in your life and the people's lives around you. You are aware of things, and that is a beautiful gift to allow you to make wonderful decisions for yourself and your family. Your decision may not always be the decision you want to make, but it is okay. And you are still doing a great job. And your family is still really proud of you for caring about them enough to want these things for them. And you are doing a wonderful job caring for yourself to want these things for yourself. And I'm really, really proud of you. And I also want you to know you don't have to stress yourself out. Pick your hard no's. Pick the things that no matter what, I'm not doing this. I guarantee you, you're still going to do it every once in a while. I still give my kids red dye every once in a while because it's still life. And I know that if I deprive them completely when they become adults, they're going to just over consume. But if I teach them that 90% of the time you choose wisely, the 10% of the time that you don't will not affect you that bad. And the same goes for you. Choose wisely. But that other 10%, when you are out and you are living your life and you are feeling your flow and you're having the best time and it feels like a yes when they ask for something, just do it. Just do it. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy that experience. I promise you, your kids probably won't even consume all of what they want. Mine don't. 9 times out of 10, my daughter will be like, I'm done. And she's like halfway through it. Okay, throw it away. Who cares? Toss it. I don't. One thing you don't ever have to finish is dessert. All right, you guys, you don't ever have to finish dessert. You don't ever have to finish your candy. You can always throw that shit away. But enjoy your life still because I understand how consuming this can be. And maybe it's not organic. Maybe there's something else that is just plaguing you and you're like, fuck, I wish but this would not stress me out so bad. Okay, well, do your best, man. Do your best and let the rest go. Pick your hard no's. No, I will not drink alcohol at the bar. Okay, cool. That's your hard no. Don't go to the bar and drink or whatever it is. I think that that is important and it keeps you on task and it helps you not stress out. Just pick your hard no's and do your best. That's all you can do, and be really proud of yourself. And please don't stress yourself out. It's not worth it. Life is too short. And I know it isn't going to change the food. It isn't going to change the clothes. It isn't going to change the aluminum. It's not going to change anything, but at least it will change you. And it will change your energy and your feelings, and you can let some things go. At least that's my hope for you. It's what I've been trying to do. It's what I've been working diligently on doing, and just getting things to a place where I'm okay if I can't do everything right, because none of us can. We do our best, and that's it. All right, my friends, I hope that you've had a wonderful time listening to this. I really appreciate you listening to this. It means so much to me. The people that show up and they hear me talk about my rambles and they enjoy it. I love you guys. I hope that your week is tremendous and that wonderful things flow towards you. If you resonated with this, please like it, please share it. I would greatly appreciate it. Have a wonderful day.